Good morning, my students, and welcome to your English class, teacher of the class of the teacher Jacob. Now, for today, we're going to have a review of objects and words that we have seen, hemos visto in the past. Okay, now remember, it's very important that we check from time to time this previous vocabulary because it's in the future we are going to continue using it. Lo vamos a seguir trabajando, okay? So here we have 5 words that, like I mentioned it, we already know, but it's important that we remember them so we never forget them. The first word is an object that is very important because it tells us the time. Do you remember the question? What time is it? So when a person asks that question, we need this object to tell the time or the hour. Now, there are 2 types, remember. The one that goes on the wall, el que iba en la pared, it is called a clock. And the other, which is the first word of the review of this vocabulary, is the watch. Do you remember? Watch, it's the object that we put here on the wrist, en la muñeca, so we can give the time to a person, okay? Very good. Now, the second object is a whale. Now, characteristics of a whale, it's a fish. We can find it in the ocean, in the sea, but in this case is the biggest. Now remember, the word biggest means big, but in this occasion biggest is the el más grande, biggest, okay? The biggest animal in the world. That's the whale, okay? And whales, remember, they live in the water and they are color gray or color blue. The third word is the watermelon. Now, watermelon is part of the fruits, okay? And watermelon has 3 colors. One of them is color red, which has all of the content of the watermelon, color red, okay? The peel, su cáscara, the peel is color green, and the seeds, las semillitas, are color black. So 3 colors are required for the watermelon. Remember, red, green, and black. Let's continue with white. Now, white is a color, okay? Now, in this case, we have a square that is completely color white. Now, something also very important, objects that are color white. For example, the shirt of the teacher is color white. The whiteboard, of course, the whiteboard is color black. A sheet of paper, okay, una hoja de papel can be also with color white. Okay, very good. So those are objects. Of course, we have many others. For example, books, toys, ghosts. Okay, do you remember the ghosts? Ghosts are color white. Okay, now can you please tell me an animal that is color white? Let me think. Dalmatians. Dalmatians are a race of dogs that are color white with spots color black, los dálmatas, okay? Very good. And the final word, number 5, is work. Now remember, we saw in the past, we saw several jobs. In this case, we saw the policeman, the fireman, the postman, the teacher, the nurse, the doctor, okay? All of those are jobs, esos son trabajos. And work is the verb, is the action, okay? El trabajo es la acción que realizan esos oficios, okay? Esos trabajadores. For example, the work of a fireman, el trabajo de un bombero, is put down the fires, apagar el fuego. The work of a postman is to deliver the letters, entregar las cartas. The work of a teacher is to give you information so you can be more intelligent, okay, or smarter. El trabajo de un teacher es darles información para que ustedes aprendan, para que sean más listos, okay? That is work. Eso es trabajo. La función, lo que nosotros realizamos. Okay? Very good. Now, the second page that is part of your teddy book contains more vocabulary. Now, this vocabulary is very fresh. Es muy fresco. It's something that we started with the calendar. Do you remember the calendar? Also, parts of the calendar are divided in three. We have the days of the week, months of the year, and seasons of the year. We commence with days of the week, which were Monday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. We saw months of the year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We saw also seasons of the year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Okay, now let's see what words we have here. The first word is day, like the days of the week. The second word is month, like months of the year. The third word is January. Now remember, January, the special date for January is January 6th, which are the three wise men, okay? Cuando los tres reyes magos llegan a los hogares. And the fourth word is February. Now what happens in February? The special date is Valentine's Day, okay? Very good. Now, tomorrow we're going to continue with this vocabulary. Like I mentioned it before, it's very important that you never forget them. You continue practicing, because in the future, when we commence with sentences, we are going to need these words, okay? Very good. So that's it for today, my children. Don't forget that the teacher Jacob loves you very much. I send you kisses and hugs. Goodbye.